Rudy?
Just really excited to be here. I mean, thank you, team, for believing in me and putting me in this amazing situation. I want to win, and when Buna told me 3 days before the trade, Buna is my agent, he told me that team in Minnesota was interested. I told him that I needed 1 or 2 days to think about it, and after 1 day, I came back to him and I told him that, it was probably the best, the most exciting situation in terms of basketball for me. And and a day later, the trade happened. So I'm just excited to do some great work with the community. Excited to, I think this city has some great fans because I've seen them, talking to me on Twitter for 9 years. So I know they do. And I'm excited to be playing with some really talented young players, and obviously Kat is a tremendous player and very unique. So I can't even imagine all the things that we're going to be able to do on the floor, and and all the great things that I'm going to do for this community, and to make Minnesota a better place. So thank you guys, and really excited.
We'll open it up to some questions now. We've got a couple of microphones being passed around. If you could state your name and your affiliation before asking your question. Chris, want to get us going?
Chris Hine from the Minneapolis Star-Tribune. Rudy, you said you needed a day or two to kind of think on it. What were you thinking about when you heard that Minnesota was interested? Were you surprised? And kind of how did you analyze how the fit was going to be here?
Surprised. I mean, that definitely wasn't one of the teams at first that we knew was really interested. So it was obviously me and Kat have been going at it for many years, and we're very unique and different players. So definitely I was like, the first time that Buna told me, I was like, can that work? And then I was thinking about it every day. When I was going to bed, I was thinking about it more and more, and then I was like, actually, that's probably the most exciting challenge for me. Pair with a guy like Kat, and in an organization like the Timberwolves that I think really wants to win and is willing to do whatever it takes to win. And I couldn't hope for a better situation, a most exciting situation, and it just happened, and I'm really, really excited to be here.
Do you think it's the differences between you and Carl's games that'll enable you to fit well on both ends of the floor?
For sure, and we're going to be very unique. I don't think there's going to be another team that is going to be able to bring to the table what we're going to bring to the table, and my goal is really to make Carl even a better player on both ends, and make his life easier and allow him to be even better than he already is. And I think his presence is going to do the same for me. And same with those young guys. I mean, Anthony Edwards has been growing and improving year after year, and he's one of the most exciting young players in this league. So I'm really excited to play alongside him, and D'Angelo Russell and McDaniels, that's a tremendous defender. So it's, just a very unique core of young guys, and a really good coach that complains about my screens all the time. So now we're on the same side, so I'm excited.
John Krasinski here from The Athletic. Rudy, when you look at coming to Minnesota after 9 years in Utah, the only place you had been, what do you anticipate just that transition from one organization that you kind of grew up with to an entirely new and different one? And do you see some excitement in a new challenge that way, and just a newness and a uniqueness to things?
Just a lot of excitement, and obviously Utah is, that's the only team I played for 9 years, and I've had some amazing memories, and I'm really, really grateful for all the time that I spent there and all the great relationships that I've built there and that are going to stay there, and all the, it's my family, and that is never going to change. But having the opportunity to just the challenge, the challenge of coming to a team and try to take that team to the next level, and just discover a new state, discover a new community. It's just a lot of excitement, and it's pretty new to me because I've been in Utah for 9 years. But it's just an amazing moment for me, and every day is going to be a lot of excitement to meet the new people, meet see the places in Minnesota, and and I love nature too. So, it's different than the mountains. It's more lakes, but it's still amazing for me, and I'm just really excited.
Joe Schmidt from Channel 5. Tim, you've only been here a short time, but you already have your legacy. Whatever happens, the outcome of this trade is your legacy. When you pulled the trigger on this trade with all you had to give up, was there any hesitation, or did you just say, now is the window to go for it?
I think this, you're never certain. It's an inexact science. But when you look at players of Rudy's abilities, they don't become available very often. And I think he's a guy, to Chris's point, I think he's a seamless fit both culturally and on the court in terms of what he can bring to us as a player and as a person. We're trying to develop winning ways, and we're trying to develop into a sustainable team that can enjoy win at the highest level. And he's seen that. He's seen it at the national team. He's obviously multi-time defensive player of the year. This guy's going to be a Hall of Famer. So, I've been in the NBA a long, long time, and there's only been a handful of those types of calls, those types of players that you think can become actionable. Again, we gave some really good players. We lost some guys that were unbelievably impactful on kind of changing this culture, and we saw how fun last year was. So it's never easy. You don't want to be dismissive of the guys you have to give up. Obviously, a lot of draft capital, but when you get a call like the one we got about Rudy, you pretty quickly realize how unique the situation is, and you want to be as aggressive as possible. And when you look at the collection of players we have, it's there's great depth. Chris is an elite coach, so when you have great depth, elite high-end talent, and you add a guy like Rudy, it's hard not to get excited. It's hard not to be not overly risk averse and kind of throw your chips in a bit.
Jace Frederick, Pioneer Press. Rudy, you talked about fitting alongside Cat. When you guys went up against one another, you really presented unique challenges for one another. So how much do you think the two of you can kind of continue to raise one another's game, even just in practice on a daily basis?
I think, like I said, I think we both really unique. We both bring different things to the table, and I really think we can complement each other on both ends and make each other better on both ends. And if you would have told me that a year ago, I would tell you that I wouldn't think it would happen. But now that it came to life, like I said, I'm super excited, and just being able to allow him to be himself even more, to be even more dominant, and keep him out of foul trouble, keep him, also share my knowledge and him share his knowledge. I think it can only be a positive for our team, and I think we're going to be able to do a lot of things. Coach going to be able to do a lot of cool things, and there's a lot of things that we're going to learn on the fly, organically, and his passing, his shooting, his skill set, that's very unique for someone his size. All that, for me, I think I'm going to be able to allow him to be even greater, and allow our team to win at the highest level. And the goal is to win a championship, and I came here for that. I didn't come here just to be a good team. I came here to try to take this team to the finals and accomplish that. So, I'm going to do whatever I can to help these guys take the next step and help this team take the next step.
You've been listening to the newest Minnesota Timberwolves there, Rudy Gobert, a blockbuster trade going down just a couple days ago. You can see the Timberwolves getting Rudy Gobert, and you heard them talk about the draft capital that they are giving up, a total of 4 first-round picks, 5 players in return for him. The Jazz now in a rebuild mode, many wondering if Donovan Mitchell will be the next piece to get moved.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.